All right, today I wanted to share some other cool things that I learned about in BoldTrail this week, and give you guys the opportunity to get in there and explore it and see how it can help you out. Please let me know if you cannot see my screen. Hopefully, you're looking at my BoldTrail. We're going to come up here. Any of these things under the Marketplace tab, you're free to explore and try to use. You can sign up for different premium services on your own if you want. Some of them are included. So make sure you take some time to explore that if you want to. We're already using some of them. Any of those you can get to immediately by searching in the search bar. One that's not in here that I'm going to introduce you to is called Playbook. So you can come up here and just search Playbook. Okay. And then there's some options for promoting your listings and gathering your sphere. So I'm going to show you first the Playbook. So this is a way to promote your listings like to the team or other agents. So a good way to use this is when you have a listing go live, come in here, do this, and you can send it out to the team. Okay, so like for instance, my land listing in Sneads Ferry, I click on it, go in here, the first Playbook. You see there's 7 different plays that you can use up here in the top right hand corner. That's what we're going to go through over here on the left hand side. And you can go in and just select the Oceaneer Realty. We don't have a team, but you can go in and hand select the agent. So for me, I'm going to go in and select the Coast folks to send this out to. So bear with me, but hopefully you can see kind of how I'm going through and just selecting folks. You should be able to do this too. And then it's just basically an email about, hey, this is my new listing. It's got the details. But a really cool thing is it puts in the email to you, it does best fit leads in your database. So I'm going to send this to you, and then you can click on find matching buyers. And if you've got anybody in your database that's a best fit lead, call them. It's right there. Hey, you've been looking at land listings. My team just had a new one go live. Check it out. You know what I mean? And it just has the basic details right there. So you could import a video if you have one. It's going to default to the main listing image. But if you wanted to change that to a video, you could. And if you had a video done, you could put the URL in there, etc. And then you just send. And hopefully you guys get that while we're on the call. And then you can just skip to the next one right here beside it. Oh, I'm sorry. It already moved to the next one. Contact matching buyers. So notify agents was first. Contact matching buyers. This will want people in your own system. For if it's your lead, or your listing leads in your system that might have a match for it. They will show up here if you do have somebody. I don't have anybody looking for land like that in Sneads Ferry, so I don't have anyone. But if you went through and did this, you should have that right there. Okay? Any questions about that? Hearing none, we'll keep moving. You could also do a custom list to add people on your own, do it by hashtags. Maybe you've got people that you've hashtag land, Sneads Ferry, anything like that, et cetera, et cetera. And then send and schedule. You'll see mine says no matching contacts, so there was nothing to send. It popped up in the left-hand corner there. Again, if you had people that matched, it will show up right here. And again, this is just for your leads. You've already sent it to your coworkers. You can set up rider signs or whatever with codes if you wanted to do that. I'm not doing that. You can do property boost, which we've talked about in another recording, how you can run ads on your leads. I think maybe Janine has done that before. I've done it for a couple of listings. This way you don't have to go and do it in that other spot. This is your very first, you come right to the Playbook when you have a listing go live, and you can go boom, boom, boom through all of these things. I've already done this, so I'm going to skip it for, actually, I'm going to run another one, so I'll do it while we're here so you can watch. So I'm going to go to Boost now. Didn't pull it up, which I was hoping that it would. But if you just start typing, should pop up. You can see it's just simple. It's going to be an ad. It'll drive people to your, whatchamacallit. You can do a motion ad, but the only thing with the motion ad is it doesn't do it like land. It says no beds, no baths. So I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the classic one. You can also do agent branded. So it puts my name and number in there. You can also do modern, which just gives it a little bit different look. So, you know, pick however you want to do it. Next. And then you can select the one you want to do, how much you want to invest. You know, for listings, if they're your sphere anyways, your marketing is on you. So you can decide if you want to do something like that. Any questions? No. And it's really easy to run. If it's a team lead and you're doing, and you want to do a listing like that, and you want to do a property boost like that, talk to me, okay? And I can set it up. I'll do at least one, all right, to get things started.
I want one for my Clayton listing.
Okay, we'll get with me offline and we'll do it.
Sure.
And then you can also come in here and edit the targeting area. So like you can drag, you can make it, I think you can make this bigger. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Does broadening the target area increase cost?
No. Your cost is your cost. It's just changing your target. So, you know, somebody looking for land on the water in Sneads Ferry might not already live in Sneads Ferry. They might live inland and want to move. So, you know, maybe you do like that. So you're getting more up towards Raleigh, you know, something like that. So let's give that a shot and see. And then I think you can add it to update your seller's activity that's going on with the ad. My seller isn't very technologically interested in things like that, so I'm not going to do that. And then go to dashboard. And we're done. No, go back. Okay. So now you can see, oops. Skip that, did that. Now, the next step, you can see up here in the top corner, I've used 3 out of 7 plays. See 1, skip those 2, 2, 3. Now you can post it directly to your social. So if you've got your social settings set up, you can come in here and hit that, and it'll create a post, or it should create a post for you. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's a squeeze page. You can go in here and do this. Oh, it's not working. I apologize. It worked during the demo. You should be able to go in and click on that, and it will post directly to your social media if you have it set up the right way. Not sure why it's not working right now. Also, they recommend posting on Craigslist. Apparently, still a lot of people look for listings on Craigslist. I haven't been on Craigslist in many, many years now, but all it does is generate a code that you can basically copy and paste, I think, if you're interested in doing that. You could also, if you have a virtual tour, like this one is already there, it should pull it and would post it already. So I'm not sure why it's not dropping it in the thing at the moment. But that's the way it worked when we did it the other day, because I actually posted it a few times. So I'm just going to skip that for now. Get in there and try it on your own when you have a listing set up. Brandon, maybe you've got one. Janine, y'all try them. April, get in there with yours and see if you have any luck. The seller report, you can put their information in here if you want to do that. I'm skipping that for now. And then if you have a campaign that you want to start, if anybody registers based on those, you can just, you can pick it right here. So I'm just going to pick buyer concierge campaign and save. And that's just like another auto drip that will run, etc. And then I'm done because it's back to the top. Once you start running it, you'll have results here. Like you can see, notified agents that I sent to you guys. And then there's a little quick sheet here too, which shows like, so if those links were working right, you can see what they look like. So there's a squeeze page, which is basically just the listing on the page or the listing on the site like this. There's also a landing page, which is pretty sharp. I know we talked about landing pages because it gives a little bit different look than the regular page. That's kind of cool. So it's like minimal info, minimal pictures, like a teaser. Hey, you want more info? Just fill out your stuff. And maybe you just copy and paste that on the social page from before. Here's the property link, smart campaign, virtual tour, etc. Which should just be like in this case, it's the video. That's it. Let's go back and try really quickly. Let's try this. Digital promotion, virtual tour. All right, let's just copy and paste this. Bear with me. I used to do all my social media posts on my phone, and it's so much easier to do it on your desktop. So much easier. And it also prevents me from making mistakes, which is kind of important too. Sorry, I'm waiting for my notes to load so I can copy and paste my info and my hashtags.
Are you using an automated scheduling software?
Hang tight, we'll get there. That's coming next because that tool is in this thing. Now, personally, I'm using Jamie to do some of my personal social media stuff. And of course, I've got Quinn doing team social media stuff. But there's an option in here for things too. Come on, notes, let's go. And then I just drop my little. And then do my little. And I'll do my little. There you go. And that's just a quick little way to go in and share your listings. Now, again, Quinn is going to do all of those. As you know, I've been doing that for a while now, and is going to promote all your listings because he's going in there and looking at it. Of course, it's easier to do one-off posts if you send him the information when you go live. That way he can pull it. But you can go in and do it on your own too. So any questions about kind of the playbook and the understanding what this is for and how to use it? It's pretty cut and dry, right?
Do you have to have, you don't have to have a business page for this, right?
I just did it on my personal page.
Your personal page, okay.
Because really all it does is open Facebook, and I guess you're supposed to copy the link. It doesn't drop the link in there for you.
So I will say when I talked to the guy, I never actually executed the property boost.
Okay.
You only have like options for 3 days or like 3 weeks, or I can't remember what it was, but the guy that I was talking to said that um you don't need a business page. It actually filters through their Facebook connection situation where it's they do their best to try not to send erroneous leads that will just hone in better for people looking in that area. Like you're not going to get somebody in Alaska that's just like whatever for a house in Holly Ridge. And so they said that they do try to have legit leads that come through with that property boost. It's that same thing that you did with like the video. You can select 5 stills and then do the agent branded thing, and then it like creates a little video. I mean, I played around with it for a little bit. I just didn't pull the trigger on it. But it was pretty intuitive. I just don't know that we would actually see it per se.
No, you
'Cause I don't
probably see it, but hopefully you don't because it's not wasting a view on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't know how that works on the back end, that's all.
I mean, but you can go in like we just did, or you can go into the property boost and look at the results. And when you
Okay.
run one, it's going to send you an email that shows you how many views it's had, how many people have registered.
Okay. Okay.
Another playbook is your sphere. So you can go through and do this as well and use it to kind of reach out to your sphere. So you can import your sphere, capture your social media sphere, etc. And then you can use it to set up a home valuation landing page so they can put their info in there, to just a market report so you know around where they live. You can create sphere groups based on hashtags or move people back and forth. And then, like I've done, you can set up behavioral alerts to kind of let you know when they've done stuff on the website. Set up happy birthday emails and texts for your sphere. Of course, the info needs to be in the system in their lead profile for that to happen, and also like home anniversary dates.
Would it pull that at all if you like if you're importing your leads from Facebook? Would it capture that information?
That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure, but you could try to go through it and then see if it populates in the lead profile. And then in the same way, you've got your playbook results here, and then the quick sheet. I just started this up a few days ago, so just kind of FYI. But you see, there's like my personal home evaluation link. So go share that on your social media. Hey, you want a quick and dirty valuation? Check it out. I'll take a look at it and then I'll follow up with you. You know, something like that. This is just about starting conversations. Again, the tools are there. That's why I want to make sure you guys are finishing the training and understanding what's here. I don't want y'all out spinning your wheels watching 80 podcasts to find tools to use when you've got tools here you're not even using, you know, that we're paying for. So make sure that you're going through and exploring these things.
Playbooks.
Let's see. The other thing I want to look at today, and I'm going to send you guys some links about this, is social right here. So you can go in, and I've already set mine up. So the first thing you want to do is come over here and make sure that your connections are tied in. So it's already linked to your social media. And then you can come in and set your preferences. So I've got these set up. It'll prompt you to do this. So I've done it already. So it'll prompt you to set up your different things here, your personal page, etc., and X, all that stuff to push stuff out. Okay. So that'll give you the opportunity to do that. Then you can come in here and pick articles and different topics. You can pick up to 8 categories, or 8 or more actually, to share different info. So this is basically what Quinton's already doing for us, okay? But it'll go directly to your personal page. And then you can select up to 4 days to send content out. So, you know, go in and pick whatever you want. You know, again, it's about providing info, content, getting stuff in front of folks, etc. And then you can also go in and select holidays to do posts about too. days you want to populate posts for holidays.
Jeez, that's nice.
And then once you've done that, it's going to show you your calendar here. And then you click on it right here. So it's showing you, it's got 6 articles so far. It's got 1 holiday so far. And then you can go and click on it and you can see what the actual posts are going to look like. And then you can come here, say you hate it. Well, deactivate the article. Or say you want to read the full article first. Click here. And you can read it. What's an escrow account? How does it work? Great info, right? Or you can come in here and swap article. Okay, I don't like that one. I can come in here and pick from a different category. You know?
Very cool.
So your social media management is automated right here. So don't anybody ever complain about not having content or time to automate or to post on social media. It's right here. I've been talking for years. Some of you have been around long enough to hear me talking for years about not being a secret agent. Don't be a secret agent. All your posts don't have to be about real estate, but some of them should be. Otherwise, how do people know what you do? So come in here today, set this up. You can really dig down into it, and you can do in-market listings. Okay, I haven't really dived too far into this just because I ran out of my time on my call the other day. But like, I'm going to put it on LinkedIn. I'm going to put it on X. I already post a lot of content on Facebook, not as much on LinkedIn and X. So let's just see how this works. Actually, I'm going to do Wake County. Actually, I'm going to do Triangle. Come on, give me Wake County. Don't you love it when you try to do something that doesn't work? Oh, hold on, even better.
Draw a map.
You got it. You read my mind. My other posts were on Sunday, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm going to do Wednesday for this. So single family, condos, townhomes, just listed. Let's say 300 to save. Okay. Let's keep an eye out for that and see what happens. And then you can go in and do different markets. Maybe you want to do a different market report every day. So one day you do Hampstead, one day you do Sneads Ferry, one day you do Surf City, one day you do Holly Ridge, one day you do Jacksonville. You know, you can do anything like that. You can literally make it whatever you want. And then you can come in here in the design center. You can design flyers for open houses. I think you can design postcards. Say you want to do a mailing. Say you want to start farming a neighborhood. I think you can do all of that right in here, design the postcard, probably drop in where you want to send it and do all that. It also gives you like templates for stories on your social media, Instagram, Facebook, any of this stuff. So, I mean, there are so many tools in here that, you know, you don't really have to go outside of the system for stuff if you don't want to. And a lot of it doesn't even cost you anything additional. The boosts do, but all this other stuff is already included. So
Right.
what I would really suggest is, at the very least, when you have a new listing, come up here, search Playbook, go in, send the information to the team so everybody's aware, and then tee up a couple of posts. And then I recommend everybody go in here to the social, make sure your stuff is connected, and then go through your settings and set this up so it pushes stuff out to your content, or pushes out content for yourself. Any questions?
Does
If-
the content that you like set, it doesn't have to just be your listing. Like you can create whatever content you want.
Well, if you're using the Playbook thing, that's about your listings,
Okay.
because you're posting, you're sharing your listing to let the other agents in the office know about it. So they get their matching leads, so they can reverse prospect. So I don't have to tell people to reverse prospect anymore. I reverse prospect for them and send them the link, and then they just click it and say, oh, look, I've got 3 matches. I need to call every one of these people right now. That's the way, reverse prospecting works. And then, you can also do posts about it. So you're doing your own stuff to push it out, in addition to what the team is going to do, when you've got new listings and stuff.
Okay.
This isn't for sharing other people's listings.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question. Like, say Janine has a listing go live and I want to push it out to but I guess if she's doing it on hers, then I can just share it from hers.
I mean, that's what I've been doing lately, is just sharing everybody else's stuff when I see it, So, I mean, you can also tag me or tag your teammates, and then they're aware of it and they can share it, or they can approve it and it shows up on their timeline. That's a really good, easy way to do it. Or just when somebody sends you that email, go in and grab the link from your site. So Connor dot, whatever the URL is for that specific listing, and then post that on your social media. That way, if somebody clicks on it and registers, that's not already registered, they come into your database.
Right. Okay.
Questions?
I didn't know there were so many resources. It's pretty cool.
Me either. This was helpful.
There really is. And I mean, log me out. Okay. I get it.
You just got to take the time to go through it all,
Right.
take advantage of it.
Yeah, that I just checked, and yeah, it did show me 2 buyers from your listing email.
Call them.
Will do.
Unrelated, but I did find out, well, Doug and I found out, I think it was this week, your score drops. I keep my BoldTrail up and I never log out, and it drops your score. So if your score drops, you have to log out and log back in.
I think I changed that, Connor, or at least I tried to, because
Okay.
that's a little silly. I mean, I get it. I think the more important is the metric should be about calling people and responding to inquiries. Now, if you don't respond to, like, somebody asks a question within 24 hours, well, then your everything should be paused. Or if you're not, up to date on most of your calls, well, then you should be paused. But, I'm in it every day. Not everybody is. You should be. But, that's something we'll continue to monitor, because I don't want people to get locked out that are actually doing work because it reads it wrong or whatever.
Yeah, I thought that was so strange that he said you had to log out and log back in. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I refresh it and I keep it, updated, but I don't log out and log back in every day.
Also, for anybody, if you remember how we used to prospect on Boomtown, it was basically, last active on the site and kind of go through it that way and best fit leads. If you're not starting every day with your dashboard and just going straight through here and calling these people, or just texting them and saying, hey, it's going to pop up right here. So just as an example, if you haven't done this, Brianna looked at this listing last night. Okay. I'm going to call her, obviously, and you can click right here and it will call her, and it's going to call on my phone, and then it's going to give you the thing to log it or whichever, which I recommend that you do. But then I'm going to text her, and it's going to send her this link back to the property itself. And then I'm going to get in here and wordsmith it. Hey, Brianna, thanks for viewing, blah, blah, blah. Wanted to follow up and see if you had any questions. I'd love to set up a showing. Doug, the Ocean Air Realty, or whatever. This is super easy, quick, prospecting. And it's directing you to people not who just registered and are out there in the ether, but who are actually looking at properties. So
Yeah, and you've got the AI prompt as well when you go into from that little link.
that's right, Mark. So good point. If you aren't great with language, you can try the Smart Assistant here. Now, I probably wouldn't use it for this one just because it's about a property specifically, and I want to make it about that specific property. But if people like David Socia here or Felina Johnson registered and she's looking at homes in Cary, but there wasn't maybe a specific one here for me to call about, well, then maybe I use the, did you have any property needs? Or follow-up message. Or schedule a call. I mean, at this point, you don't even have to type stuff anymore. You just have to click buttons.
Yes. Love it.
I mean, I would personally go in and massage it a little bit, dropping in their name, dropping in my name. You want to build that recognition, that familiarity. But I mean, it's a lot easier to type like 3 words than it is 25 or whatever. But make sure you're doing it. And it's right here and it makes it easy for you. Any questions?
Doug, you better call that person for the $2.5 million listing.
I need to get on her right now. Best part is it's my zip code. So it's like, hey, I live down the street. Let's go. Anyways, okay. I'm trying to get Winslow dressed to Redneck Barbecue Lab. Y'all got anything else? Well, I
What
hope
did you just say?
What'd you say, Connor?
What did you say? You got Winslow? What?
Winslow's out of school, and I told him I'd take him to Redneck Barbecue Lab for lunch.
Kids
Get a
love to eat.
cheer wine if you go to Redneck Barbecue Lab.
Well, now thanks for that today. I really like that about the social. I was honestly looking into a scheduler for social media posts and was, looking into one called Buffer, but totally unnecessary.
Don't even need it. It's right there for you. All you got to do is go in there and make sure all your stuff is linked. Set it up. Pick what you want to push out. Pick the days. Bing, bang, boom.
All right, I'll see y'all later, guys.
Have a great day. Anybody got anything else?
Thank you.
No?
You're
Thank
so
you.
welcome. Y'all
Thank
holler.
you.
Talk to you
Thanks,
soon.
guys.
Thanks.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.